Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the number 17 review of series number 11. Series number 11 is North American Market Snus. So, as you just saw, we will be taking a look at another general product. It will be the fourth of 5, and it is General Mint. So, let's take a look at the package. It is an all-plastic can, which is sort of the norm in Swedish snus. It has a sticker on it. The sticker is pretty nice. The General, the Shield, Mint, and 24 portions are all raised. Alright, it does have a catch lid for used pouches. The banding warning label, and then basically it is just branding. All right, on the back is where all information is. So General White Mint, if you saw the last video, I did say all these besides the original portion are technically white. That is, they are sort of dry to the touch. Underneath the mint, it is 24 portions of Swedish snus. Sale is only allowed in the United States. 100% premium imported tobacco, which is not a big deal because this is an imported product. It is net weight 0.9 ounces. Then after that, you have some patent protections. Manufactured in Sweden by Swedish Match for distribution in North America by Swedish Match North America, which is headquartered in Richmond, Virginia. They have a consumer phone number, call center number, and then where you can visit generalsnus.com, which has a pretty good store locator on it as well. Just want to throw that in there. Underneath that, you have a best before date, which in this case is the 29th of May, 2019. And then underneath that, there is a code. I do not know what that means or what it is for. Barcode is next to it there, and then down at the bottom you have an ingredients list. First ingredient is water, second is tobacco, third is table salt. Oddly, the artificial and natural flavors are now back down at the bottom of the list, and things like the pH adjuster is back up in its normal slot. So it must have just been something with the wintergreen. Anyway, I'm going to crack into this. I have not had a can of the mint in years. I bought one a few months ago, but I can't remember. Oh, I bought one and I sent it up to Dirty Pat Walsh. But I haven't had the product myself in a number of years. Okay, it is a fairly pungent, even to the point of affecting the eyes a little bit, peppermint. But it does have a tobacco backing. There is a definite presence of tobacco in the background. And the tobacco is that, I don't know if I want to say it's backed with citrus, but the bergamot, but it does have the smell of the original flavor. So that's what you're looking at inside the can. It is in the spiral. They are white, sort of dry to the touch. Pulling them out, or one out, the tobacco is towards the outer of the spiral, and it is thinner towards the center, so I'm going to break it up. I'm going to throw it in, and yeah, it's a definite snus tobacco smell behind that mint. I'm going to throw it in and hit the pause button, and then I'll be back in a couple minutes. And I am back with something in my eye. I'm kidding. Okay, so it's different. It's different, not in a bad way. Firstly, you have a definite cooling, like a mint cooling sensation in the mouth. There is a sting, but right where the pouch is, which I am taking as direct contact nicotine absorption. But there is a cooling sensation. It is not like the wintergreen, though, of the last review, which actually had sort of a wintergreen burn going on, which they must have gone out of their way to do. There is a definite tobacco backing with this, but it doesn't translate over as much in the flavor as it does in the smell. But the smell, now, as I said, that original snus flavor, I'm not a big fan of. But in this, it makes the product different, and I think I can get on board with it in this. It's got that original snus smell. I just can't quite detect the backing of citrus, and it might not be there. But it's mint, and it's a fairly strong mint. Like when I first opened the can, not so much now, but when I first opened the can, it sort of affected my eyes a little bit. But it definitely, the tobacco comes through behind that mint, and you can definitely tell in the smell. It's interesting, actually. I find it, and that's the thing with in smokeless products, oral smokeless products. The problem is sort of like menthol is in nasal snuff. In oral smokeless products, mint usually overpowers the tobacco. There is just the mint flavor. The only exception that I can think of is, to some extent, the Grizzly Dark Mint and even the Skull Classic Mint. But usually, to me anyway, there is no background flavor of tobacco. This, it is a little bit. In the smell, though, it's definitely there. And I was a little surprised, which makes me think either I didn't smell the can when I last had this, or it's been quite a while. It's good, though. It's good. The nicotine's definitely there. It is a mint, okay? It's a peppermint. It's a pretty strong mint. There's a cooling sensation. So if you are in a situation where you would rather not or cannot spit, this would probably, for a dipper, take the place of dip, nicotine-wise. For these general reviews, I've only been doing one pouch, and I've been leaving them up top. I guess if you really wanted to seal the deal, you could throw 2 in, and that would probably be more than enough, I'd imagine. But the flavors of all these generals have been they've been good. I'm not a big fan, as I said, of the original snus flavor, but it's just a personal thing. And really, it's just something that I don't go out of my way for. It's not like, I can deal with it. And if I was stuck with it, I'd be fine with that. It's just not, something I go out looking for. So the mint's good. The other flavors have been fine. Some of them I like more than others. The wintergreen I actually liked. In fact, it's a little surprising how much I like that, considering it was wintergreen, because as everybody knows at this point, I'm not a big fan of wintergreen. But the wintergreen, I really sort of enjoyed that, and I've actually had a couple since that review yesterday. No discomfort with the byproduct saliva, burn or anything like that that was found with the stronger Thunder products. It's all around quality, high quality product, nice packaging, nice, nice display of the product. The whole thing is sort of a class act, and I've said that in the other reviews too. Nicotine's there. Flavors are acceptable to me, but I mean, they're by most people's standards, they probably, depending on what your favorite is, you'll like it. I do think the original flavors, I don't see them being, I don't know though. I've been looking online, and there are a lot of people that seem to like it online. Personally, I don't overly care for it, and I couldn't see that really being a draw to Americans, especially in like the dipping community, but evidently it does have its fans. But all the products have been high quality and put together nicely. All right. So if you are a fan of mint dip and you need something that is mint but discreet and spitless, this is your guy. All right. Now, the next review will be of the mini mint, which I have never had, but this does it in my mind. It checks off all the boxes. Okay. So this has been the review of General Mint Snus, 24 portions to a very nice can. I am the Suit&Tie Dip and Chew guy. I have a few people I'd like to say hello to. I actually got some notifications. So I'd like to say hello and thank you to Tyler Mays, Tim Sullivan, and William Clement. Hello and thank you, gentlemen. And then there's been others that popped up in the comment sections that I do not recognize. So Indiana Pride, Anders M, and Zachary Henrichs. Sorry if I goofed that. Hello, guys, and if you have subscribed, thank you. And if you haven't, if you would consider it, I greatly appreciate it. That is all the ones I've seen, but I have not been on YouTube for a couple hours now. So if I have missed you and you've just come in, I will catch you in the next video. Do check out Berg's Dip Reviews, Winnington Outdoors, Dirty Pat Walsh, Wayside Lee 83, Real Talk Studios, No Bluff Buff, and snoozefreak.com, the channel here on YouTube. Guys, I do hope everyone is well. Do take care of yourselves, and God bless.